We welcome you back to the Tropicana Resort and Casino. This is the MansionPoker.com Poker Dome Challenge. And hello again, everybody. I'm Barry Tompkins, my partner, World Series of Poker bracelet winner in 2005, Michael Gratz. Well, last week we had our first winner. She was Rowena Colclough of Birmingham, England. She's a TV presenter, and what do you know? She wins $25,000, and with it, an opportunity to sit at a table with a chance eventually of winning $1 million come next March. 6 players tonight trying to do the very same thing as Rowena. Michael, the format, of course, is speed poker. We've already seen a little bit of it. What is it that makes this so unique as a player?
Well, Barry, from a player standpoint, we're going to be playing pot limit poker before the flop, which means we're going to see a lot more players taking the flops. Afterwards, we're going to see no limit hold'em, where people are going to have a lot of pressure decisions to make in 15 seconds, where a mistake can mean the difference between winning and losing the whole tournament.
And here is our chip count as of the moment. Andrew Rogers and Adam Kaplan are our chip leaders. Martin Pendlebury, the result of coming in second. Not a good thing in this game at 35,000 short stack, but 2 powerful hands to start this thing.
Amazingly powerful. I'm actually very impressed with Mr. Pendlebury there, being able to get away from the hand. Even though he has 35,000 in chips, he's still in the tournament.
Not a lot of power here.
No, this is one of those situations where the first one that comes in raising is going to win the pot. I like Andrew coming in on the button with the raise, with the ace high. He has the chip lead, trying to continue gaining on that.
Andrew's already shown himself to be an aggressive player.
Absolutely. And now we have Perry Friedman coming in. He's the only pro at the table and the one person we expected to be very aggressive in this tournament.
And he catches high pair.
Well, I like him coming out and betting middle pair. In this spot, he's finding out exactly where he is on the flop rather than just check calling and getting in trouble.
Well folded, I think, that time by Rogers, so Friedman wins his first pot. Friedman is, and you've talked about it, the most experienced player at the table. He's been playing for 10 years, but he is a part-time professional player, and he admires Chris Ferguson. He likes his analytical style, and if he could be like him, and he said, provide for my family, that's what I'm trying to get out of this game.
Well, his wife is actually a horse breeder, and he does that kind of on the side with her buying and selling horses. Winning here probably could buy him a few more.
I'd say so. Once again, no real ball. Kaplan with King Jack suited. Certainly be a participant here. See if he gets any takers.
And once again, the aggressiveness in Hold'em is imperative. He has position. He's going to get to see what the other players do before he has to take his action, and he's got a pretty good hand in position.
He wins this one, takes down the blinds.
Wants to be a writer. He could win this tournament. It'd be something to write home about for sure.
Well, just reading his bio, we get bios on these players, and most of them 2-3 pages. This is 8.
It was really more of a narrative on his life story, not just a bio.
A screenplay.
I'm sorry. 1,000 more, but not 3,000 more, but 4.
Kind of looks from England. Kind of looks like Shakespeare.
As you remember him.
The many days I spent at Oxford studying.
He was a million laughs. A million laughs. Friedman to King 4. Hodge with a 9-6 suited.
Friedman coming in with that aggressive style, forcing the other players to pick up a hand, and Mrs. Robinson folding. I think she's going to actually be the tightest player here.
By her own admissions, he said I'm a very cautious player.
Owns a 97 Taurus, I believe. Saves on money, though.
Right.
And gas prices in New York are devilish, aren't they?
They are.
C3
Rogers going to get rid of that.
A lot of middling hands here. Hopefully, Hodge can get out of the way in this situation if Pendleton's in. Otherwise, they're sharing a 10. Could get Pendlebury.
C6 folds.
Hodge does get out of the way, so it's Robinson and Pendlebury right now. Let's see what Robinson decides.
Battle of the blinds. This happens a lot in no-limit tournaments where the blinds collide, and this is one of those situations where amateurs don't have a lot of experience. It's going to be interesting to watch Robinson and Pendlebury play this situation.
And of course, we talked about the real speed poker, pot limit, up to the flop, after the flop, no limit.
It's going to be very hard to go broke before the flop in this style of tournament, and
There's a lot of that.
Robinson here with an open-ended straight draw here. She's got an opportunity to Try to force Pendlebury.
And Pendlebury has nothing, so it's going to be easy for him to get away from it. I do like him calling the raise before the flop. He's got King 10 in position. But Robinson following through with her pre-flop betting, and I like it. She flops a draw, but with that draw, she's able to.
Barbara Robinson has been playing this game for a couple of years. She's a bank officer, she says. She plays very cautiously. She read Doyle Brunson's book. She said, I went to school on that. And more importantly than anything else, if you ask her, huge Mets fan. Says one day, I'd like to own the Mets.
Well, if she was able to beat 15 players, get to $1 million, she could probably buy a player.
She could buy a shortstop, exactly.
Maybe she could own Pedro for one game.
I think we're going to get some action here.
5,000 total.
Yeah, here, wow, there's quite a few hands out here.
C6
Maybe, hopefully Friedman will get out of the way, but he is going up downstream without a paddle here.
Did you see the roll of the eyes from Hodge?
Well, there's been significant action in front of him, and I like getting rid of Ace Queen. It's one of those hands where it looks good, but it can be in a lot of trouble. And Friedman is in a whole bunch of trouble right here. The sixes got out of the way there, which is good. I mean, sixes before the flop are tough to play.
So Kaplan plays this now. All in.
All in.
C4 makes it.
Not a bad play. He knows that Friedman's going to be playing very aggressive today. He's the only pro, and now he's forcing him to make a decision.
And that decision is a quick one. So Kaplan takes it down. Kaplan playing very well early on here. We've got a lot more poker to be played. We started with 6. We've still got 6. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back.